Never done that, I'm just gonna try it. There it is. And there he is.
His backside snapping.
And what I do, Jason, is like I told you yesterday, to me it's like squirrel hunting for fish. Here's the channel, Big Cypress Creek, and I just pretty much follow it and look at the timber along the edge of this creek bank here. Looks like we have some fish, maybe right here, about 50 feet out. I don't really put waypoints. I'll put some. I used to, but anymore I enjoy just going out and looking for fish. Yeah, Now, sometime today we'll come across some boat arc trees that will just be loaded up. Man, he wanted it, didn't he? Yeah, he's decent. I didn't think he was that big. But those church ladies will eat him. They'll eat him and 50 more just like him. I'm using these ACC 12-foot, and I started with Andy Lehman. I don't know, he was just starting out, probably 4 years ago. That's when I met him, and we just formed a friendship. I was posting pictures of my catch just because I love the rod. I like the look of it, the light. Man, it's the lightest rod I've ever picked up. Super sensitivity. And Andy put I got tickled. He put a post up. He said, "Hey guys," he said, "shoot me a 30-second video of why you like ACC rods, and whoever has the best video, I'll give you the rod of your choice." So I was fishing that day when I happened to see the comment. I gave a little 10-second talk about this fine ACC rod, and I had a stump. I was a stump jumper. That's all I did. I had no Livescope, so I would go stump to stump, hit 100 stumps a day. And I dropped down by that stump, and I felt something. I said, "Oh, I feel one." I set the hook, had my GoPro going, and I brought the fish up, so you could tell there was no trick photography. I had it all live, and I said, "Look at this." And I brought the fish in, never got it out of view, brought that fish in. I said, "Guys, this ACC is so sensitive. I felt this fish breathe on my jig, and I caught him right in the gill." I posted that, and Andy, about 10 minutes later, Andy responded. He said, "Which rod do you want?" Oh, he nipped at it. He's coming. There he is. Come on up here, buddy. Woo, big old black. Big old black. That's a nice black crappie right there now. There's not a wide angle
Right.
on this Livescope. That's, to me, is the only drawback. There we go. Did you see him come up and snatch it there? Come here, come here. That crappie, he's not that thick, so when he looks at you, he disappears.
Right.
So you don't really want him to face the camera. So show me your good side.
Here we go.
Get on up here. Okay, we got to go find some big fish now.
That's a go with. All those
Go with.
They go with 2 pounders.
I like that. I like that. He hit though. He's not as big as I thought. He's almost a throwback. But he's legal. They have to be 10 inches, by the way.
Yeah, that's all they are.
He's probably about, he might be 12. Oh, I like braid, and because I fish a lot of timber, fish are gonna wrap me up. More times than not, I'm using spider wire. This is Invisibraid. Now the reason I like Invisibraid is, I don't know, yeah, I can see it with the naked eye, but with these polarized glasses, I could see that line. I really didn't care for the high vis yellow line. It's just one of those hang-ups I had. But look at that. When that line hits the water, that's why they call it Invisibraid. It pretty much goes out of sight. And I like it because if I'm not using Livescope, you can detect that slack in your line and know that you've got a fish on, or you're on a limb. I'll fish plastics, bonehead plastics. I love them. I've got a Bobby Garland on here right now. I stole that from Miss Pam's tackle box. That's all that woman fishes with ever, is this right here. But electric chicken out here, these fish love it. This is Andy Lehman. He started selling jigs, so I like 1/8 ounce. I'll even go as light as 1/16 of an ounce. Now, these fish I caught some last week 20 feet deep. So you got to get down there in a hurry. I don't know if you can zoom in on this, but this is a 1/4 ounce sinker right here. I put a little bobber stopper right here. I don't put anything above it, and this is just me. I don't know if anyone else does this. A lot of guys peg it. I like to leave it open, so if that fish comes up and hits that jig, there's no resistance. You know, in my mind, I'm thinking if he feels a little bit of resistance, he may spit it out. So there's no resistance, and you just have to be careful as it drops. Naturally, it's heavier than the jig. It's gonna fall, so just put a little arc to it so that you don't tangle up. I still tangle up at times. And lastly, I use a fast snap, quick snap, because I may want to change, you know, if I'm using hand ties, I can change a lot quicker. But the main reason I started using these, have you ever caught a fish, bringing him up, and you're tied straight to the jig head, and you're using this, by the way, this is 10-pound braid, so it's line equivalency of what? About 2-pound monofilament. So I noticed last year, a couple of years ago, I started using this braid, and I would lose a fish as I was bringing him up. The jig would be gone. And I thought, well, the line broke. Well, after losing 3 or 4 fish and freshly tied knots, I said, no, there's something else. These jig heads, the eye, if it's got the slightest gap, and they all do, very few of them are closed. If you don't pinch it, and I got tired of pinching it with my needle nose, and it would steal it, that would cause it to start fraying on the line. So now, problem solved. I put that little monster on there, and keeps the jig level, and don't have to worry about it pulling off. And you saw that fish I pulled in a while ago. Never done that, I'm just gonna try it. There it is. And there he is. I've never done that. What are you doing, fish? Come on, just bite him. You know you want it. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I am not gonna let you do my buddy that way. I'll put this old gray one on here, see if they'll. Oh, look at you. No. I love it. I'll let you take care of him. I'll try to get these rods. These, nah, they're not that big. Are you seeing that other one? Right there. I love, my favorite, you'll see it today. I love a pine timber straight with 1 or 2 fish on it. That's my absolute favorite. I find the bigger fish are normally by themselves, 1 or 2 of them as a rule. And if you find a straight tree with 1 or 2 dots on it, they're usually decent fish. I'm gonna zoom in to, I never go less than 20 feet. That's my best range for me. It takes me a little bit to get my wind down. You've got to hit the spot lock at the right time. I either drift too much or not enough. There's my jig. Oh wait, we never did drop down to those. That's why I like the bait casting reel. Mm-hmm. You can do that.
Oh, that looker. Nice.
Yeah, I just about forgot about those guys. Decent black. You're right there. I'm just barely tapping that. Here he comes, here he comes. Oh, look at you go.
I don't get in place.
You gonna anoint me with fish oil? That was classic there, textbook. You just act like you knew what you're doing. Are you like me? It doesn't matter how many you see, how many you stalk, how many you actually catch. That excitement of you know, just like right now, this part here of easing up on that fish and hoping you can stop before he spooks.
Yeah, I'm at that point in fishing.
Make a good drop. And then hope he will come up and bite. Oh, come here, buddy. That's a good one. That's a go fish right there. That's a go fish there. Man, isn't that a big one?
Nice.
That's a pretty fish there. Crappie to me, especially white crappie, they're just pretty fish. Man, and they eat good too. But I just love the way they smash it. Try a different color, a different presentation. Sometimes they want that bait, the pendulum drop, I call it, where you swing it like that. They want it moving. Other times I do what I call a drop and stop. I will get that jig positioned right over that crappie and let it fall, let it free fall, and then slam on the brakes right on his nose. And I guess it's just reflex, and he'll just suck it up. Just different presentations will sometimes bring in a bite. We got another good fish down here. Look at that. Here we go. Now I lost my jig, so I need to pick it up real quick. There we go. Here we go, come on. Oh, there he is. Come on up here, buddy. Woo, look at him fight. He's a baby. But he put on a show. Sorry, bud, but you're a co-star. Your mama's in the box. Thank you, Jesus. Ah, he's not. He's a, what do you call him?
Go with.
Go with. There's one open for it. And you got him.
Hang on, sucker.
I believe you've done that before. Where you at, Jig?
No, I'm moving too. Go with.
Yeah, I go with go with these big fish in here. You know, people ask me a lot where where the fish at? Where do I need to go? How deep are they? It doesn't matter what lake I go to, and I've gone to 4 or 5 other lakes around here. I use the same strategy everywhere I go. If it's got a defined channel in that creek, in that lake, I'm going to that channel, and I'm just looking for structure there. I pretty much fish the same pattern year round, with the exception of during the spawn, maybe a month of the spawn. I'll move up in the pockets. That's a decent fish right there, I believe.
That might do it.
Looks like a winner there. Oh, I see movement. Oh, look at that bow in that ACC. Oh, get him in here.
I may Ray Charles fish.
Yeah. Let's try this other fish. There he is. I was a little premature on that catch and release. There you go. You'll catch him now. It's all about visual. Turn him around. Make him turn around. There you go. See him spin around, get under it. Just, man, nothing to it. Nothing to it. Oh, I don't know if you can handle this, man. Oh, that's a big black there. That's a 1/8. That's a 1/8 black right there.
That's nice.
That's so easy. A caveman could catch one. I told you. Oh my gosh, that's a go fish. Don't you lose that fish. You lose him, you got to go in. That's what I'm talking about.
That's awesome. I never knew where my jig was. I was just like, I'm pretty sure I'm right there in it, but we'll just see what happens.
You need to catch a bigger one. Right there. Boy, they love that color. They really do. It's like they can't stand it. They mad at it. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Oh! He was under the boat. Another big old hefty black. That is some fat blacks right there.
Show it up to that camera, 'cause that one's running in the back.
You know he wants it. You know he wants it. Turn it around. Big white. Oh, what a snatch. That's a good one.
Yeah, that doesn't suck. Well, that's only for a minute.
There you are. Come in. Come on, fish, come on. He's turning. Here he comes. Bam!
Too fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're like jaws. They turn, they go down, and then they come up under it.
Right.
It's like,
It's so weird. I guess I've just not noticed that fishing at home, like how these fish like duck. It almost looks like they duck down
Oh,
and
yeah.
then turn and then like so they can look up at it. They can't turn their head up. So
it's
they
a
gotta move
bad day to be a jig or a shiner.
Nicely done. Good. Acting like a nice one.
He's just a black. They fight like that.
Solid.
Black crappie fights twice as hard as those white crappie, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they didn't wag a fin. Uh-oh, chicken.
Free ranger up there. Oh. You like jigs? Yep. Come on.
Boom!
Free ranger, he's a giant.
Ah! I like those free range chickens now. If you can catch one in the open, they 90% of the time they'll attack it.
Yeah, and they're like almost always, like you never catch a little one out there doing that. You know what I
You're
mean?
right.
They're always great big ones. That's how it is on Kentucky.
They're not scared. There's nothing out there gonna eat him. Go get him. That's a given right there. Get him, son. Now I'm gonna get one. My turn.
I don't think he's a go with. I don't know. He'd be lime burner probably.
Oh, yes.
What did you find? Oh, that's a good one.
That's just another fighting black. Oh, he's a hefty one though. Good fish. Look at you. Well, I tell you what. you
I'm all up in my camera cord here.
you're becoming an old salt at this. Here he comes. Boom.
Saw that one bite on your rod tip.
What?
I had one bump it there. Couldn't see anything, but I figured it was pretty close to the right area. Drop on there.
Oh, he wants it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Boy, you just a show out. That's what you came here for.
Ooh, here comes
There he is, got him.
That's a nice one.
Oh man, he's heavy. See,
Son.
that's what I'm talking about.
You get a picture of that one too.
Ooh, he's giving you a good profile.
I know, I can't find my jig.
I think you're to the, there you are. There he is. He's not on there? Yeah. I thought he was. I saw him make that that's a good one.
Oh, you tried your best. Oh, I'm still trying to get him out of here. He was a little heavier than I thought he was. I was like, I tried to get rid of him. Look at him with the hole in the bottom of his mouth too. Look at that. He's hooked there, but he's got a hole down there.
That was probably the smoothest technique of landing a fish.
What? You don't do that every time?
You
That's not
tenderized
what
him,
it
boy.
looks like.
There we go. And that's the one to stop on. Well, let's do around the world. Yeah. Oh, and with that, we'll call it a day. Man, it has really been fun.